Hello guys, Fuzzfinger here, thank you for joining me, and today I'm going to be continuing on with the monk in our Pandaria starting zone, and we are currently level 6. Now if you watched the last video you'll remember that we actually got disconnected when the servers went down at the end of the last video, so we're continuing on in the middle of a quest which is called Rascals, and we have to kill these verming, or vermen as they are called there, and we also have Still Good, which is to loot the vegetables around this place as well. So I do want to be careful because I actually want to be able to complete both quests around the same time and not have to worry about killing extra mobs that I don't need. Although I have no idea where I'm going for this other quest. It looks like it's over here. So let's try and avoid some of these other mobs as we can go. And it's not as crowded as it was last time I was playing, is it? Yeah, sure, there's quite a few people around, but it's nowhere near as bad. And the input lag seems to be drastically lower as well, which is always nice. So I just cast my monk roll and it seemed quite responsive. And apparently there should be something, I'm guessing it's going to be over here in fact. Carrots or something, I don't know. Ah, there's one. Stolen carrots, and we need 3 of these. And I think some other git got there before me. Now, I didn't even see him. So there is still a little bit of lag, but hopefully it's nowhere near as bad. Is that another one? Oh yes, maybe it respawns quickly. Should I wait here and see if it comes back, or...? Yes, it does. That's very useful. Don't think that other geezer knew about that little trick. If I start spamming my clicks, then maybe it'll come back and I'll be the first to grab it. Although it doesn't look like it wants to return now, does it? Yes, it does. See, it pays to wait. And now we need to head further east for the final 3 pumpkins, in fact. Pilfered pumpkins. Let's kill this one, since we're probably going to aggro it anyway. Carrot breath, what a nasty ability that is. And that's a point, I actually need to pick up first aid at some moment. I haven't done that just yet. And see that little blue circle? That's where we need to go for our pilfered pumpkins. What in the world is that? It's like an artifact or something. Ah, this could be the way, the place. Hopefully these have a fast spawn time. Since I still need one. Yep, there we go. And we just need to kill one more vermin now. What are the chances of me getting to this one before anybody else? If I use roll, then quite high. I do keep forgetting about that ability. It is like definitely a unique ability that Blizzard have given us. And let's go back to handing these Q. So, maybe it's because I'm used to wearing heirlooms for so long, but levelling seems to be a little bit slower in this starting area. Although, as I said, I'm not using any heirlooms whatsoever, so I have no plus XP, no quick damage, and I'm not in a guild either, which means I don't have the fast track perk. So, we need to return to these 2 NPCs. And I think I spoke too soon earlier. It's looking very crowded, and everyone's wearing the same gear as well. Which is to be expected, of course, but it just looks funny. Thank you. Move. That's better. Yep, I've got all those for you. And yeah, I think I'll take those legs. Bound to be better than what I am currently wearing. Right, gather wood planks. That's a fairly, well, boring quest I was going to say, but it could be quite interesting. You never know, do you, with WoW? Let's go over to the Horde of Panda and see what this fella wants. If I can interact with him. Missing mallet. Recover the big break stick from Raggis at the Kehan Brewery. Right, so I don't think there's any more quests to pick up before we do that. Let's head on down yonder. So I see we're actually working our way around clockwise around this map. Seems to be quite a linear progression so far. I've got no problem with that, to be honest. I mean, in Cataclysm, Hyjal was really criticised for being such a linear zone, but I've done it on about 3 or 4 characters and I do still enjoy it, to be honest, so I don't have much problem with it being linear. And oh boy, there's people waiting around for something. So I guess I'm going to have to queue up. And at least these drop more than one at a time. Now, should I just wait for respawns, or... That could work. We're already halfway through this quest and we haven't even had to move so far. Now hopefully one should pop just around here. There it is. And it looks like we get 2 every time, so 1 more loot. And there we have it. And now we need to find the big break stick. Which, according to my map, is right around here. Should we have a look on the quest log? See what we're missing? Quick place gong, makes me think. Over at the key, that's where I am. On the river to the southwest. Okay. Oh, right, I see. It's on this thing, which is on the river. I really hope this isn't one of those irritating quests. Ah! Ah! You have to wait for this thing to spawn and then kill it. Bloody typical. Absolutely typical. Maybe it'd be easy if I join a party, I don't know. Should we invite a few people, perhaps? What did it say I've joined a raid group? What's that about? Oh, that's certainly bugged, isn't it? Excuse me. I guess we just have to start spamming our abilities. See what happens. If this takes too long, don't worry, I'll pause the video and then start recording again once I have killed the mob. Hopefully it's just a case of having to do some damage to it in order to be able to loot it. Nobody seems to want to invite me to a group, which is quite frustrating. And my thumb's aching pressing this button over and over. So hopefully we'll get this quite soon. Wow, this could do with it being a little bit faster score. And I don't know if I tagged that, or if you only have to do damage to it. But I managed to get the quest item, so that's what's important. Now let's go and hand these 2 quests back in. If we can use our roll, we might be able to get there a little bit faster. Not much mind, but every bit helps, as they say in Tesco or Asda. I'm not really one for commercialism, so I can't keep track of all the supermarket sayings. And there we go. Yes, take your wood planks, you lazy git. Okay, level 7. And I get a new ability, Blackout Kick. It's interesting that there's no class trainers anymore. I think that's a pretty good change, really. Makes lazy people like me much happier. And we get some shoes. Let's throw those on. Ring the gong. No problem. Okay, you got another idea? I'd love to hear it. Request shoes help in waking Woogo. Now, who is Shoe? Somebody not far away. That's for sure. There's Shoe. Can you wake this person for me? Okay, so what happens next? I have no idea what that was about. But apparently I've completed the objective, so... Bring Shu and Wu go to the Temple of 5 Dawns. A cart is waiting near the road to take you. Okay, so we're back to the cart again, which is just over here. I can see it. Let's jump on. And away we go. Every time I seem to get on this cart, I start smirking about something. Do I have a little thing following me this time, trying to catch up with me? Yes, I do. Haha. It's Shu. Right, where are we actually heading to? Oh, we're going to the big temple that we was at earlier. And I've no idea what the mounts for these pandas are, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's this thing that's pulling us. Come on, little man, keep up. I do like the architecture. I know I've mentioned that before, but I think it's really unique and different for WoW. So, this expansion was slated heavily, as you probably know, when Blizzard first announced it back at BlizzCon. But I think people are being really judgmental against something they hadn't even seen or experienced, because it is pretty awesome. Okay, and we are nearly there. So it looks like we've got to climb the 1,000 steps. No, this isn't Skyrim. Applesauce. Hey, I love that name. Right. Now, where is... Ah, there we are. And this is back to our master. I wonder what he'll have for us next. Morning Breeze Village. We're going to speak to our other friend. And we get whisked away. Let's equip these braces while we're doing that, if we can. Yep, we can. It's taken us all the way over there, so... Hope it goes a little bit faster in a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh, was that it? What was the point of that? Oh, we've got to follow this dude. Oh, big bridge. Big colourful fecking bridge. I thought I was going to get whisked away in that twister tornado thingy-majig. But apparently it thought I was incapable of climbing up some stairs, since that's the only place it took me was to the top of that bloody pagoda thing. Still, this is pretty, isn't it? Oh, someone else is lagging. Yeah, from what I can see, the male Pandaren is clearly a lot more popular than the female Pandaren. About 80, maybe 70% of the players I see are definitely playing the male. I don't know what that means, it's just an observation I've made. You do get the odd one, as you can see there, like I say, about 70%. And this guy actually runs faster than I do. Maybe that's to encourage you to use your monk roll, so you can actually keep up with him. And there's a hot air balloon. Okay, so somehow he teleports down to the end of the dock, and we've got more ropes that we're going to be running across. Oh, fun. Morning Breeze Village, thank you very much. Burn 5 defaced scrolls of wisdom. And let's grab the other quests. There's 2 more I can see. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I really have got a chest infection. I know I mentioned it in the last video, but sometimes I can't help, but I'll just have to get a cough out. 8 paint-soaked brushes. Okie dokie. Is there an innkeeper? I still haven't found any innkeepers around here, you know. So goodness knows where my hearthstone actually is going to take me at this point. Wow, there's a mailbox here. So there could be an innkeeper inside. No, there isn't. Which means there's no way for me to get vested experience. What am I looking at here? We will be going for the Windwalker spec as soon as we can learn it. At the minute it doesn't seem to do anything. I guess that's because we can't choose any talents until level 15. But that is what we'll be going for. Hopefully I'm going to get better soon from this bloody infection, which means the commentary will be a little bit more lively. But until next time, I think we're going to leave it here for now, so thank you very much for joining me. I've been Fuzzfinger, and I'll see you in the next video.